Hello Sagittarius, thank you for joining me here. This is going to be another reading for month of November, and just keep in mind this is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus Sagittarius or cross watcher. So cross watcher, maybe I'm actually reading it for you, but my energy gonna be direct towards Sagittarius because this is a Sagittarius reading. And thank you so much for viewing my videos, liking, subscribing, sharing and all this stuff that you do. It's really helpful. Thank you so much for doing that. And if you have not, if you like what I do, please do subscribe. That way you can help the channel. Okay, without any further delay, let's get into it. So Sagittarius, I always, before I start any reading, I kind of get into the energy. So when I was kind of meditating on Sagittarius energy, I felt chaos. Well, it's not a nice energy to be in, but that's the energy I felt. Okay. Five of Pentacles in reverse. That's the first card we got. Justice, beautiful. Beautiful. I feel like you have been in a dungeon, like emotional dungeon, for quite a while, and it's like completely unfair and unfair kind of treatment that you got from another person or a situation, and you have been in that situation for quite a while. You have been feeling like emotional stuck, emotional dungeon, emotional abandonment, those kind of feelings. But I feel like finally there has been some justice that has been served, and I feel like that justice came to you because if it haven't yet, it will in the month of November. I'm recording in October, so just keep that in mind. And you got that justice. Justice is also Libra card. Libra is all about equality. Libra is all about fairness. You got that, I feel like you got to that senses justice because you went within and you really seek for truth. You have not been, you have been seeking for truth about this relationship because this relationship really created a turmoil in your mind, because it's like it's like a muddy water, no clarity. But it's not that you are looking for clarity per se, but you are looking for some kind of compassion, you are pretty open-minded, you don't need all the time written down every rules and regulation, because you are a very open visionary sign. You can go for places where other people don't even dare to go. So you don't need all this clarity and all this regulation to be written down on the stone. You don't need that. But what you needed is like the compassion from other person, that their lack of communication or their whatever that's going on, sometimes it's fine. Some people go through certain kind of changes and they don't want to make it public, they don't want to share with you, and that's fine because they want to keep it private, they want to do it private and come clean when they're done. That's fine with you. But what did not go with you is that kind of lack of compassion and lack of equality. When that person senses that it's really causing you a lot of stress and lot of anxiety and lot of exhaustion, emotional exhaustion, which is a huge thing. We don't pay much attention to emotional exhaustion. We only talk about physical exhaustion. What about emotion? What about emotional exhaustion? And you thought that person will understand, that can have that kind of maturity to understand that what you have been going through. But they did not do anything about it. They did not come clean to you. It is not about that you wanted them come clean like immediately. You wanted some kind of compassion from them, but they did not give any kind of compassion to you. And finally you are kind of getting with justice, I feel like. And before that, you all this time you have trying to see the, like, you trying to put yourself in their shoes, trying to put yourself, okay, they need time, they need, like all these things. You are kind of giving all their action, even though it did not feel right deep down, but you are kind of giving, like benefit of doubts, and you are really trying to understand them. But I feel like finally this month you are coming in understanding that love is love. You love that person. I feel like you do love that person, but finally you are coming in terms that love is love, but truth is also truth. And sometimes, when it's kind of hard to get a harsh truth about loved one, because that makes us look like a fool, but it's nothing to be ashamed of. You love that person, and that person have certain things that doesn't go with you, and that kind of truth you are coming in terms with. And I feel like when you get to that truth, that gonna give you feels of justice. And look at this, what followed by it is Chariot. Chariot is like, yes, that's gonna give you, it's like a victory. You feel like finally you can be free. Finally your heart can be free. Finally you can see the truth, and you are moving on with not holding any hatred or any dislike for this person. That person is fine. It's just they have certain things, or they behave certain way, or that just doesn't go with you. Maybe it can go with someone else, but it doesn't go with you. That doesn't mean that you don't love them. You do love them, and I can tell that because I'm feeling it. And like, in order for you, Sagittarius, to be in Five of Pentacles kind of mode, that means that you usually don't do that. Sagittarius is very agile sign. You guys are very agile sign. You are, if something that uncomfortable, something took such an emotional toll out of you, and you still were there for such a long time, that shows your dedication, that shows your devotion toward that person. You did everything that you could do, but finally you have to come in terms with, but there is certain truth. You did not wanted to see this harsh truth, because it's kind of doesn't go with that person that you thought this person is. Actually, you are not wrong. That person is, their intention is great. But when it comes to transform this intention into action, they have certain kind of things, certain kind of patterns, certain kind of attributes that they cannot get over it, and it kind of it doesn't turn their good intention into kind of good action. You know what I'm trying to say? So, but look at this, you are moving forward, or diagonal, I don't know, but like, you are moving. You are feeling like finally you are kind of, you are in a driving seat. You are in a driver's seat, and like driver's seat, and you are finally taking control of your heart, taking control of your life, turning this, like, you are moving away from this Five of Pentacles thing. Look at this, Ten of Cups, right after Ten of Cups. All these things, oh my god, it's like, look, you see that how synchronicity is working here. Ten of Cups, like, Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment. Ten of Cups feel like free. Look at these people. They're really like, even though it portrays family, but it doesn't have to be family. Just get into the energy here. The energy is, their arms are open. These kids are like playing. There is a lot of easiness, a lot of openness, lot of free nature kind of things, and they're just looking at the sky, and they're seeing the rainbow, and they're seeing the cups, they're seeing the fulfillment. So you're gonna feel like that. You're gonna feel like that the moment you're gonna you're gonna accept this harsh truth about them. They like, they let me see, I'm gonna pull out some card about, usually I don't do that, but I feel like I need to do this in this reading. I'm gonna pull out some card regarding their energy, what they did, or like what truth about them that you are coming to know. Because this is definitely, even though there is no relationship card here so far, but I feel like this is about a relationship or some kind of connection between two people. So if that's what I'm feeling, so I'm gonna treat it in that way, and I'm gonna try to pull out some cards for their energy. Sagittarius, month of November. Let's see. But trust me, once you accept this truth, once you see this truth, no matter how hard it is for you to accept it, all gonna be okay. You know, it happens often when you love someone, it's very hard to see their harsh truth about them, because we love them. We want to see everything good about it. But this is good, you know, but also when you love, you know, seeing the harsh truth is actually a good thing. Okay, Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, so for Four of Swords in reverse, I feel like maybe they have been telling you that they are... Four of Swords is actually a very spiritual card. If you see, you know, somebody is completely detaching themselves from outside world and really going within, and it's like a very spiritual, it's like really hunting for the root of cause of everything, really doing soul searching here, really coming to terms with their own like something that they don't like about their own pattern, own behavior, or something maybe blocking something. They are trying to clean this thing up, and how they do that, they go within and they clean this thing up by knowing the root cause of it. But Four of Swords in reverse, when I asked for their energy, I feel like they have been telling you that they are healing, or they have been telling you that they are working on something that maybe that's why you have been so patient, because you wanted to give them all the time that because Sagittarius, you are a philosophical sign, and you understand that you understand the different aspect of human behavior, you understand that. So when somebody says that, hey, you know what, I am trying to change, or I am not, you know, it's not like changing for you, but changing for their own self, and they want to change. But you know, they have been telling you that they have been healing, they have been doing all this internal work and getting to know that what really bothers them. But that doesn't mean those kind of things bothers you, but they have been telling you that those kind of thing bothers them, so they are doing something spiritual work for themselves. But I feel like there is a lie there. There is not, I mean, I don't know whether they're lying to themselves or whether they're lying to you. They want to get to this Ten of Pentacles kind of stability. They want to be grounded, they want to put their foot down, but that's what they want. But in order to have that, they have to go through this kind of spiritual searching. They have to go dig deeper to know the root cause, but they are not doing that. They are telling that they want to do that, and they are projecting their want to you. They are saying that, okay, I am doing this, I want to do this, I want to be grounded, I want to be stable, I want to know my ins and out. But when it comes to this hard work that's need to go within and hard work, they are not doing it. But they want to do it, but they are not doing it. And you are finally realizing that, you know, right on beneath Justice. Finally, that's how you are getting to Justice, because finally you are realizing what they're actually doing, because they are not doing that. I don't know whether it's too much work for them, but you know, if you guys are if they really want to be with you, then why they are so afraid to go within and do the hard work? I mean, they feel like they're doing it, but they're not doing it, and they want to hold the power over you, because they don't want to seem weak. Maybe in their past relationship they have hurt badly or something like that, and they don't want to come across emotionally vulnerable or weak in their mind. So they're saying all this dandy thing that they want to do all this thing. They want to be grounded, they want to do spiritual work, they want to heal and everything, But because that's how they want to show themselves as a powerful, that somebody who knows what needs to be done for themselves and who is doing it actively, that shows courage and bravery. So so they want you to see in this light that somebody willing to do spiritual work, willing to work on their own internal world. But that's how they want you to see them, but they are not actually doing it when it's actually come to the actual action. Finally, in justice, you are getting to understand that. Again, I feel like though that person you are dealing with, they have good intention, but they just don't have focus. They just don't have focus to do it. They want to do it, they want to love you, they want to be with you, they want to be grounded, they want to do spiritual work. Everything is want. What about how to make this want as an action? Because that requires focus, that requires dedication, and that requires loyalty, and that requires hard work. That's where they are failing. Their intention is right, but I can, like everybody can have a lofty intention, but what we do with that intention, that's what matters. Queen of Cups in reverse. See, they hold emotion for you. But Queen of Cups in reverse is kind of emotional mess. Like they hold emotion for you. They want to hold, they want to be clear, they want to be stable, they want to be, this is what they want. They want 10 of Pentacles, and they want Queen of Cups in upright. But they want 10 of Pentacles, but they are not putting effort to have 10 of Pentacles. And they want this emotion, they have all this emotion, all these things. They are not sharing that, they are not saying it upright, because they know that in order to really convey a kind of emotion Queen of Cups holds, which is huge, which is beautiful, which is kind of very true and honest emotion. But in order to be that honest and clear, they have to do this work. Otherwise, whatever, it's gonna come out like blah 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 blah, because they cannot communicate this Queen of Cup kind of emotion when their basic fundamental things is not online. So when this Queen of Cups kind of emotion doesn't and this came out, okay, Two of Cups, see. And I feel like, okay, that's why, maybe because you guys are really you guys really love each other. I'm sorry that this is happening to you. I am, because it's hard to accept, because when you know deep down that somebody is your soulmate, somebody that you meant to be with, but then these things happen, then you feel like, then you question, then why universe you brought me to in this situation if you are not gonna have let me have this relationship. Yeah, I know that you like deep, you already know, it's not even deep down, it's like very prominent to you, that this is something soulmate connection. This is somebody that you really feel connected with. They feel that emotion too, don't take me wrong, but they just don't know, they're just not doing the work that's need to be done. They are not coming clean, they are not giving you any compassion, they are not showing you anything. They are holding back all the emotion, they are holding back all the compassion, and that's putting you in a tremendous amount of stress and tremendous amounts of lack. And I don't want you to feel lack. Nobody should feel lack for other people. That's brutal, that's cruel. I'm sorry, I'm getting riled up because I feel for you, and this is not done, and because they are not doing the work. And the thing is, they also they have, because of their past hurt situation, they don't want to come across vulnerable and weak. So they want to create this kind of facade of image that they are strong and they are doing something for themselves, and they are very dedicated and they know what to do. But underneath all this chaos going on, so that's why they cannot come to you and say anything, because their words not gonna match with their what's going on inside, because there is a disparity there. And in order to fill this disparity, they have to come clean. In order to heal, you have to, oh God, I'm almost gonna about to use that F word, but I don't want to use all those kind of words on my channel. But it's like they know that they, in order to heal, they have to, I mean, they have to start with truth. They have to start with feelings. But if you're not letting your compassion go out, if you're not letting your emotion out, if you're not letting your feelings to come on surface, if you're not telling something honestly, then how you can heal? They think like that healing is like a body, is like a physical wound. You just left it, and after 1 week, the cell's gonna regenerate, and the wound gonna be okay. But emotional healing is not like that. Emotional healing is an active process. You cannot just, if you have some blockage, if you have some kind of issue that you think that's need to be removed, only you can decide whether that's need to be removed or not. Nobody else can tell you, hey, remove that, that is control again. But I feel like they feel that they need to do something, but they are not, they just don't understand how healing works. But they have been, in their mind, they are healing. But how they can heal when they are not coming up honestly, when they are not speaking their feelings, when they are not letting themselves feel? Because they feel like it's just gonna heal over the time. Yes, it's gonna heal, but emotional healing is an active process. Just because you did not look at that garbage for 1 year, that doesn't mean that garbage gonna evaporate. It's gonna be still there when you come back after 1 year. That's like emotional healing. You have to actively pick that garbage. If you think that's a garbage that needs to be removed, you have to pick that garbage and put it in the trash can. So that's some, like that can be clean from your house. So like this is a basic fundamental thing that they are missing. I feel like they are also little, maybe like younger than you or something like that. They just don't know how to heal. They want all these things. They have this. They want pentacles kind of stability with you. They want they have this huge emotion for you, but they just don't know what to do with this emotion. It's like complete chaotic. And what's problem with, what's holding you back, that they are not telling that. If they tell that, then you know what there is, and they are showing something that they are not. They are showing that they are strong, brave, and they are doing all these things, but they are not. So you are like completely under kind of veil. They say I'm not blaming that person, but I think this is not done. I'm sorry, Sagittarius, whosoever you are dealing with, this is just not done. You don't deserve this. You really don't deserve this. And I think finally you are coming to understanding with that the truth is this. Even though the soul connection is there, you guys are really bonded, but this is the truth. So let's see. I want to clarify why Queen of Cups, just to get another layer to this, like why they cannot express their emotion. I mean, I know kind of, but still, let's see. Yeah, Nine of Wands. I feel like that's the thing. It's an ego battle. They don't want you to see that they are wounded. They don't want you to see that they are, I feel like they came from a bad situation in past, and where their ego, their self-esteem has been bruised, and they feel like that if they come across vulnerable, if they come across that they have all this emotional chaos inside, they feel like you are gonna take advantage of that fact, but you are not. They are not trusting this connection. They know that this is a undeniable tie between you and that person. They know that, but they are not trusting it. If the moment they are going to trust it, they are going to come clean, they are going to come show themselves. But right now they have this kind of mentality that if the moment they are going to show the vulnerability, the moment they are going to show their wound, you are just going to poke and stab at it like they had experienced before. But you are not going to do that. You know that. I know that right now, but they also know that, but they are not trusting it. They also know that, because that if they know that this is a Two of Cups kind of relationship, they also know that where you guys stand. They know that you are not gonna do that, but they just cannot get over that fact of their past wounds or something. So they are portraying certain kind of, they are kind of, you see that how this person is guarding their ego. So their guards are up and they are guarding their ego. So that's why they are projecting this kind of image that you would like to see about them, but that's not true. That's not true. So there is like a discrepancy between what's happening outside and what is inside, and they are guarding their ego and they are guarding their power, and by doing that they're actually they're trying to, even though they don't want, but it's kind of power game, because they want to they want to show something which is not true. And you are Libra, you see, like, sorry, you are, I'm sorry, why did I say Libra? Because, because maybe the justice things, maybe you have some Libra on your, maybe you're dealing with Libra, or maybe you have strong Libra on your chart. I don't know. Libra just came out of my mouth. So, like, you are Sagittarius, like, you understand multiple layer of human. Also, you see through the truth. Maybe that's why you are coming to this justice, finally you are like, let's see what else is coming. Let's see. I'm just kind of interested right now to see how they feel about this Two of Cup connection. How they feel about it. If they know this is a soul bond, if they know this is the one, then still they are not putting that work, still they are not letting their guard down, still they are not trusting. So let me see how they view the Two of Cups. Page of Cups. I see. They feel like they know this is the connection, but they feel like they don't have much to offer. They feel like they feel from time to time these romantic things, subtle impulse of romance, subtle impulse of love, and they communicate that drastically. Hey, I'm feeling this, but they just don't know how to follow through, because they have this thing that's guarding them, that's coming in a way. And then they feel like that whatever they have to offer, it's not good enough. But they want to offer all this. They want, with this person, they want a lot of stuff. Whether it's gonna happen or not, I don't know. Until unless this thing get cleaned, I don't see anything happening. And I feel like you are tired enough. Oh, I need to change the battery. Hold on. Yeah, so sorry about that. I feel like, that's what they feel like, because they feel all this butterfly from time to time and they come across, but it's like extremely mature and there is no follow through on that. So they wanna approach these Two of Cups with like Queen of Cups and Ten of Pentacles, because they know that's what these Two of Cups deserve. But their Queen of Cups, their emotion is upside down, and they kind of maybe in past, they kind of came to you like a little gesture of romance and all these words, which you kind of holding on to all these words. But I'm not saying those words are lie. They did not lie to you, but they just don't know how to follow through. They just don't know. They are coming across as a page, but even though they have Queen of Cups comes kind of emotion inside, but they just don't know how to. They are very confident about being Page of Cups when it comes to small gesture of love, like a little text or little saying all this, I love you, I miss you, and all those kind of things. They are good at it because that's easy to do. But what it means by I love you, what it means by I miss you, those, I'm just saying random examples. When it comes to this deeper understanding of those words, they understand that inside, but they just don't know how to turn that into an action, because they have this kind of, it's a power play. They cannot let their ego go, and they cannot trust this, even though they know this connection is really, really strong, but they cannot just trust this connection and come forward to you and say that I feel all this. The moment they are going to do this communication, trust me, they are going to be healed. they feel like they have been healing just by detaching. But if you are taking away, pulling away compassion, feelings, and honesty from the healing process, then I don't know what healing is. Then the moment they do that, that's where the healing begins, and you guys can heal together. But they are not trusting that. They feel like they are going to do it by, like taking away all this main component of healing process. Yeah, that's what I feel. All right, I feel like that's pretty enough. I mean, so yeah, I feel like I'm gonna stop shuffling. I feel like we got enough about this. All right, this is what it is, and this is what I got for you, Sagittarius, for the month of November. Hope it helps or you get something out of it, and that's it. See you next time. Okay, bye bye, take care.